The 2026 NFL Draft hasn't started yet, and it's already shaping the future of the league. And here's the thing. This draft isn't just about who goes number one. It's about quarterback pressure, desperate franchises, surprise trades, and the decisions that could define the next decade of football. Every year, teams sell hope. But this year, some front offices are betting their jobs on it. I've got the biggest storylines you need to know before Thursday. Let's get into it. You're watching the Sports Verdict Daily, where we break down the biggest stories in American sports every single day and give you the final call. I'm your host. Let's get into today's verdict. So here's what went down. Draft week is here, war rooms are active, rumors are flying, and fan bases across America are doing the same thing, convincing themselves this pick will change everything. Some teams are one player away, others need a complete rebuild, and somewhere in between are the franchises that can't afford to miss. That's what makes the NFL Draft different from almost every other event in sports. No games are played, no touchdowns are scored, yet one decision can transform a team, or bury it for years. To understand why this year feels so intense, you need the bigger picture. The NFL has never been more quarterback-driven. If you don't have the right guy under center, you're chasing teams that do. And with coaching staffs, general managers, and ownership groups under constant pressure, Thursday night is about more than talent evaluation. It's about survival. If the right teams hit, they reset their future overnight. If they miss, the consequences can last seasons. First, all eyes are on the quarterbacks. Every draft has stars, but quarterbacks control the headlines because they control the league. Teams will convince themselves they see leadership, upside, arm talent, mobility, poise under pressure. Whatever confirms the gamble they're ready to make, and that's the truth of draft season. Quarterbacks are not just selected, they're believed in. That belief can launch dynasties or create disasters. If multiple teams are hunting a franchise passer, expect movement up the board and aggressive decisions early. Second, trades could steal the show. Every year, fans focus on names, but sometimes the biggest moment isn't a player being picked. It's a team moving up, moving back, or paying too much to do it. Front offices know value matters. If they believe their guy won't last, they'll move. If they think the board is deep, they'll collect extra picks. That's not a small thing. One smart trade can strengthen a roster for years. One reckless move can empty the cupboard before the player even takes a snap. Third, desperate teams are the most dangerous teams. Here's what most people miss. Need changes behavior. A stable franchise can stay patient and trust the board. A team under pressure reaches. A coach on the hot seat drafts for immediate help. A general manager worried about his future may swing big instead of thinking long-term. That changes the whole first round. Talent matters, but emotion, urgency, and fear often shape decisions too. Before I get to the verdict, there's one more part of this story that completely reframes everything. Stay with me. This draft is also about where stars land, not just who they are. Fit matters as much as talent. A great prospect in the wrong system can struggle. A raw player with the right coaching can explode. A receiver paired with the right quarterback can become a star faster than anyone expected. We've seen it over and over. Fans grade drafts on Thursday night, but real grades come years later. The smartest organizations understand that development, culture, and patience are part of the pick. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Nobody really knows anything. Draft experts get it wrong every year. And honestly, that's fair. The draft is unpredictable. Sure, things fail. Late-round picks become legends. Injuries, confidence, coaching, and opportunity can change everything after a player enters the league. But here's why that doesn't change the verdict. Uncertainty is exactly what makes this event massive. If outcomes were obvious, nobody would care. The drama exists because franchises must make billion-dollar decisions without guarantees. That tension is why millions watch names read off a stage like it's the Super Bowl. The counter-argument would hold if the draft were just entertainment. But it's not. This is roster building, job security, fan hope, and long-term strategy happening in real time. So here's the final call. The biggest storylines of the 2026 NFL Draft are quarterback chaos, trade pressure, desperate franchises, and whether smart teams stay disciplined while others panic. Because every year, talent enters the league, but decision-making decides who wins. Keep an eye on the first 10 picks. That's where one bold move can trigger chaos across the entire board, and once the first surprise happens, everything changes. That's the Sports Verdict Daily Take. Championships aren't only won on Sundays. Sometimes they start on Thursday night. If you made it this far, you already know the deal. Subscribe to the Sports Verdict Daily, hit the bell, and you'll get the call on every major story in American sports every single day. Drop your take in the comments. Which team must win this draft, and who's your bold prediction? Let's hear it. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Next verdict.